Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, well everyone, I have got some neutral fall decor ideas for fireplace decor that I think you're gonna love. Let's go ahead and jump into the fall swag. This was such a simple design. I had picked up two of these little leaf and pumpkin stems from Dollar General, and then I had this winter greenery in my craft stash, and I decided to use those neutral flowers that I had picked up when I had done my last haul video, which I'll leave linked in the description below for you. And I'm just going to take these and put these together with the zip ties. Such a simple way to connect all of these. And everyone, I love to make my swags like this. Get two really long stemmed branches or something that has the leaves or the florals, and it gives you the best base for this design. And you can see all I did was just zip tie those together, and I love to add winter greenery to my fall decors, and that just to me just brings it right straight through to Thanksgiving and makes such a beautiful design. And of course, if I'm going to add winter greenery, I've got to add a few of those pine cones in there. And now I picked up these pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and I love this faux leather, and this went perfect with the decor theme that I was wanting to put on my fireplace this year. And I'm going to zip tie some of those little twinkly lights on there, and these are actually the fairy lights. I'll leave a link in the description below. I picked these up on Amazon. But everyone, this turned out so beautiful, and look at it displayed across my mantle. But everyone, I have a brand new design coming up here pretty soon, so I hope you do stick around. It's a new pumpkin cluster that I created just a few days ago, and I'm definitely going to be doing some more designs, and I really think you're going to enjoy this one. Now for our next design, I'm going to go ahead and show you three of my upcycled pumpkins. And everyone, I have had these pumpkins for probably 20 years now, and I just wanted to update them for the neutral decor, and they were really pretty, and I did use them for a really long time with the traditional orange colors. But I just took and mixed up some of my linen white chalk paint, and then I added just a little bit of parchment, I think it was, in there just to tone it down a little bit. And I give these a couple of really thick coats, and then I decided I just wanted to drag some of the colors through that I enjoy in my home decor. And this Italian sage is another one of my favorites, and I decided just to kind of blend that in on the leaves and the stems. And then I wanted to pull in my neutral by adding a little bit of that hazelnut. And I just really love how these turned out, and I have a video at the end where I will kind of walk through my whole fireplace decor and tell you some of the things that I even found when I was out and about as little accent pieces to add to this theme that I did this year. But everyone, I love how these turned out, and I don't know if you've ever thought about taking some of your larger pumpkins like this and just, upcycling them into the different colors that you enjoy. Now, I am using some of that clear wax, and I like to do that just because it seals everything in really well. And then I took my utility knife and wanted to just scrape little scratches all through these. And then I'll add another coat of wax, and everyone, these just turned out so pretty. And I just love how this looks displayed on my fireplace. Now here is a little video of this one. I decided to put it on a table right in front of the fireplace so you could really see all of the little lines and the little scuff marks and the details that I did on this design. And I have two more of these that I wanted to show you because I use a little bit different technique on each one and different colors. But after I get done with these pumpkins, I have my brand new pumpkin cluster coming up that I can't wait to share with you, everyone. I think this was such a fun staple piece that I created on that. Now here is our second one, and this is like a little gourd, and I decided to do this in more of the kind of the really brown color, and I used the hazelnut on here, and I actually mixed in a little bit of a creamy color to get this color tone, and then I put some of the linen on there, and wow, I just thought this turned out so pretty. But everyone, I will suggest, I do love using that clear wax on top of these designs, even though they're glass, and I just think it does something to really blend those colors in. And that's why you will see me in a lot of my designs, I really like to layer on different little color tones, and I just think that makes the overall look of whatever you're creating have more dimension to it. And I love to paint with acrylics, and that's another technique. Of course, if you paint, all those different colors layered on top of each other is what really makes your paintings or your creations come to life. And I'm really loading this one down with a really heavy coat of that clear wax, and you can just see how it just softened and blend all those colors together. But this was one of my favorite ones. I really love how this one come out, and I think this is so perfect for that neutral decor theme that I was going for this year in my fireplace mantle decor. And here this one is on the table, so you can really see all of the detail in it. And you can see I took my utility knife again and just kind of scraped those little lines just to give it that little scuffed up realism effect that you would see on an actual piece of this fruit or vegetable. When you're adding all those little details, that really makes a difference. Now here's my third one, and right after this one I'm gonna have that brand new pumpkin cluster for you. And once again, just covering this up with some of that linen white chalk paint. Now, I did have to cut a clip out of this one. I did go back after I did the green on the leaves and add just a little bit of brown. You'll see that here at the end when I have it on the table for you. But everyone, I love how my fireplace turned out, so I hope you can stick around to the end so I can do my little walkthrough and show you all the little extra things that I did. And I am getting ready to start on some Christmas DIYs soon. I've got just a couple little maybe Halloween things that I've got to do for my booth. I'm not sure if I'm going to film those or not, but I'll let you know. And once again, putting another clear coat of that wax on here. But I thought these were some really pretty upcycles that I done on some ceramic glass pumpkins that I have had for years and years. And I have thought about doing that to these for so long, it just upcycling these like this, and I'm glad I did. It was a nice change, and I really am a big fan of that neutral decor if you follow me. And here is this one displayed. Well, everyone, I hope you're still with me. If you are, put one of those fall little leaves and pumpkins in the comments. Here is my brand new pumpkin cluster decor piece. And everyone, when I got playing around and creating this, I could not have been happier how this turned out. And I used some of the little skewers from Dollar Tree, and then I just started taking, I think all of these pumpkins came from Dollar Tree, and I really just started poking those in there and just placing them in different angles, some on their side, some standing up, some leaning to one side or the other. And this held really well. I did go back and add little bits of hot glue in different places just to hold these in. And you will have to take a little hammer at times maybe and just tap your little skewer right through there, because some of the areas were tough to poke through. And then I end up using one of the round wood, I guess they're little wood signs from Dollar Tree. And I used that as the base on this design because I wanted to make it where you could just lift this up and set it down wherever you wanted to display it. And I kind of decorated it all the way around with some moss around the bottom. And this would be beautiful as a centerpiece. I was creating this actually to set in front of a little wood crate box that I have. And wow, I just love how this one turned out. And I have some more ideas for these cluster effects here. So keep watching if you would like to see what I'm going to create for Christmas with this type of design. I am so excited. Now, I thought this was really pretty just the way it was with all the traditional colors, but of course I wanted to paint it white because that's my theme in my home. And I just give these a really rough coat of this. I just reached in there with a little brush and just got every little area. You could have painted them before. And then I added the linen and the vintage white. And I kind of mix these at times together. And I just really wanted to have, once again, a lot of those little color tones. I really like how this turned out for me personally because it almost made them look like they had a little bit of like a rough little stone effect to them. And I do go over them later on. I didn't show that in certain areas with a little bit of that clear wax just to kind of soften the areas a little bit. You'll notice that when I get it done and I have it displayed on the table for you to see. But everyone, this turned out so pretty and I could not have been happier with this. I had never thought of doing this before, just trying to attach all of these. And what made me think of this design is when you see like the pumpkins that somebody might have displayed in their yard and they look like they're rolling out of just like a barrel or a basket. And I thought, you know, I'm going to see what I can do. And I took those little twigs from Dollar Tree and a few branches from outside, you can see, and made the little stems. I'm just gluing this on with a little bit of tacky glue. I was going to paint the little round sign, but I decided I was going to cover it with moss so it would be okay. But everyone, this was such a fun one, and this is something I love to do. I am surrounded by pine trees, so winter greenery is something that is with me through all 4 seasons. And I am so glad that I chose this winter greenery to pop in with these pumpkins. I thought this gave it such a unique look. You'll have to let me know what you think of this design and the winter greenery with this. I just love how it turned out, and I think it's going to be so pretty. I had to try it out there in front of my little crate. This is one of my another favorite. I love that smoked glaze, and I found that at Hobby Lobby. It says chalked smoked glaze, and you're going to see me using this one a lot because this goes with my decor of the gray that I have, and I just think it's such a pretty way to age your little crates. But look how pretty this is going to sit here in front of that. Now, I have one more that was just a really quick upcycle. But everyone, look at how pretty my little pumpkin cluster is. Definitely let me know what you think of this one in the comments. I think this was my favorite one that I created today. Now for our next one, I've got just a really simple piece of pumpkin decor. This is actually a pumpkin that I had taken apart. I'll leave the link to this video. It was from last year, I think, or the year before. And that's just 2 bowls that I had glued together. And I decided to upcycle this one because I needed something to go in one little spot beside my fireplace. And of course, I did that white on there again and mixed some vintage white, I think it was in there. And I'm just going to rub this down with that white wax this time because I knew that would give it just a little bit more of a different type of color tone. And then I took this little leg off of a chair and just decided to glue some simple greenery around the top. Like I said, this is going to be off to the side. But everyone, this decor turned out so pretty. And I just love how my fireplace looks, and I do hope that you enjoy it. Now next, I hope you're still with me, I'm going to go ahead and walk through all of the areas on my fireplace, and I'll tell you where I had picked up everything. Now here it is all finished, and you can see it just turned out beautiful. Now I'm going to go over to the left here. This is some of the little lanterns that I had picked up in the Dollar Tree Plus section. I put them outside and they didn't keep working. So I put some pumpkins and pine cones and greenery and some more of the fairy lights up in there. And I thought those just made a really pretty piece to set on each side. There are my candlesticks that I upcycled. I can leave that link. This is a little sign that I had made. And I left my wreath plain because I wanted all the attention to be on my swag. So that was a really fun idea. Now, I picked up these the other day. This is some of the leaf the little sticks that they have there at Michael's, and they're 50% off now, but look how perfect those match with my neutral decor. Picked up the little faux blanket here with the animal print. $15 at Dollar General, and I'm going to be using that in my woodlands theme for Christmas. And you can see how my pumpkins look sitting on top of my crate, and then my little pumpkin cluster rolling out of the bottom. And then I have that little white bunny here off to the left. And that's what I picked up in the haul video, which will be linked below. And then I just tossed in a few other little items. I went ahead and brought out my little pine tree. Like I said, I'm surrounded by pine trees here in the Carolinas. And I had found that little white truck. I think I might have found that at Dollar General. I'm not sure where I got that one. And of course, I've had my little crow for a long time. Set my barn door up there, picked up the rug at Dollar General. And then I'll back up here so you can see another view of it. But everyone, this is my fireplace neutral decor this year, and I do hope that you enjoy it. Well, everyone, if you enjoyed this video today, I hope you give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel grow. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. I will see you on the next one, everyone.